Welcome, people of the internet and YouTube, Just Like That Gaming, back with another gameplay commentary for you guys from Black Ops 3. And we have some stuff to talk about here. The whole Curt Schilling transgender fiasco. Now, I'm sure by now, those of us who have followed Curt Schilling, for those who don't know who Curt Schilling is, he is an ESPN, or was an ESPN analyst for the Major League Baseball League. For Major League Baseball. I should know that. I've watched the MLB. I've been to games. Major League Baseball. He was one of the big analysts because he was a former player. He's won the World Series. Everyone remembers Curt Schilling for the famous bloody sock in, I believe, Game 6, was it, of the ALCS when they had to come back from 3 down to the Yankees. And it's just like, he was a good guy. And then posted this transgender phobic meme, I guess, which got everybody up in arms and angry, which people have the right to be angry. They have the right. Normally I'm like, oh, we're too fucking PC. We're too progressive. We're getting angry about stupid shit. And then I see a meme like this. I'm like, that's why people get angry. It's because that was just a little too far. Now, the gist of the meme was a grotesque looking man, I believe, pretending to be a woman. And the caption was, let me in to public bathrooms with your daughter. Otherwise, I'm a narrow-minded bigot, essentially, who deserves to die. So essentially, if you don't believe in people who want, or if you don't believe in, like, identifying as a transgender, then you're narrow-minded. And then on top of that, all transgender people want to have sex with your children, which... The meme is off. It's not a good thing to have out there, and he had zero right and should not have done what he did, which was post it to his social media, or on social media. And he shouldn't have those thoughts. Like, I'm sorry, I've never once thought the person next to me, cared if the person next to me is transgender. I don't look at their business if they're going to the urinal, or even if they're in a stall. I don't give two shits. I don't. The person next to me is taking a shit. I'm taking a shit. I'm taking a piss. Person next to me is taking a piss. I don't care. I'm focused on my own stuff. I don't need to worry about what's going on around me. I'm not worried that someone's going to come and try to harm me or harm a child in a bathroom, because it just doesn't happen. Pedophiles and people who prey on children normally don't go to public places to do their deeds. They'll lure them away from public places, but they won't go into a public bathroom and try to molest a child in there. There's no way, because it's a public bathroom. Now, if you're a private event or something like that, yeah, it could happen. But really, statistics have shown it's never really happened. That since this transgender has become more of a thing because we're more accepting as people now, these and transgender bathrooms and all this stuff, it hasn't been an issue. There's no increased of sexual misconduct happening in bathrooms. It just doesn't happen. So the whole issue that was raised in this meme is just false, and that's just backwards thinking. Now, do I think that sometimes we're oversensitive as people? Yes. To certain things, we are grotesquely oversensitive. But when it comes to an issue as idiotic and far-fetched as that is, saying that, oh, people are going to become transgender just to molest children, is just incorrect. Because I don't think child molesters will think that way. They're not going to say, oh, I'm a woman, so I'm going to pretend to be a man so I could get little Timmy. Or, oh, I'm a man, I'm going to pretend to be a woman so I get little Kimmy. I just don't think they think that way. And then on top of it, when you think about it, most child molesters are male, and they're going after little kids. I don't see Jared Fogle trying to go and go out there and dress up as a woman so he can sneak into bathrooms to prey on little kids, because it's in a private place where other people could walk in on you doing that act, and it's not something that would happen. At least I don't think so. So really, my thoughts on transgenders and that whole thing: do what makes you happy. If you're peeing next to me, I don't give two shits, because I don't care what's going on there. So feel free to go in whatever bathroom you identify as. If you identify as a man but look like a woman or whatever, I don't care. Because really, to me, I'm not going to be like, I'm going to look at you weirdly, because I don't care. I've been to gay bars. I've been to inside unisex bathrooms. I don't care. I focus on my own junk, and what I'm doing, my business, and that's it. And that's the way people should be, is they should care less. People care too much about things. And me, I'm just like, well, it is what it is. You want, what makes you happy and what makes you feel right is being a woman? Great. Be a woman. If what makes you happy is being a man, be a man. I don't care. At the end of the day, it does not make or change my life at all. So, thoughts on the meme where it was stupid and really idiotic to put out there. I don't believe that that's happened, and I don't think the statistics show that that's ever happened. And with transgender people, do what makes you happy. That's what I've always said. I do not care. Do what makes you happy. What makes me happy is being a heterosexual male, which is what I was born as and how I identify myself as. And that makes me happy. So do what makes you happy. Now, on to the topic of, should Curt Schilling have been fired for what he posted? I'm on the fence of yes or no. Part of me is like, yeah, 100%. That was wrong to do. You're a public figure. You're putting it in a public space. If you're going to do something like that, do it in the privacy of your own home. Sure. Celebrities and people, TV personalities are under a microscope all the time. It's been said, if we all had all of our conversations recorded all the time, that yes, most of us would not have jobs because we do say some pretty dumb shit behind closed doors. I know I have. I'm sure everyone has. We've all said things that we regret. We've all done things we regret. But the truth of the matter is we pick and choose our times to say our controversial stuff that most people don't agree with. And we normally do it behind closed doors, which is when this kind of stuff should happen. You don't need to post this kind of stuff on social media. Personal opinion, of course. So, the part of me that says, yeah, that's got to stay out of social media says, yeah, you know what, he should have been fired. Then the part of me that says, but I think it's going to, where does it go from here? Yeah, it's great that they're fired, that ESPN took a stand to this, but where are we now? Do any of us feel better? Wouldn't it have felt more gratifying if he got suspended, had to do some, make a formal apology, talk about it, and be put under the microscope a little bit more, suspended for it from TV, but he was able to keep his job because I feel that tolerance is something that we can get when we don't overreact to situations. And I feel like just pulling the trigger right away and firing him without really thinking it through fully was almost it's just a too quick of reaction. It's almost like, oh, so this crazy thing that he did, we need to act equally crazy and fire him. If we had sat back and thought about it and said, you know what, maybe we just fire him, we let him go, or we make him do a formal apology and really focus on him correcting his ship. Now, I know this isn't his first altercation, so that can add to reasons why being fired, but I don't know who said it, but I saw it somewhere, and if you know who it is, please let me know down below in the comment section. But he said, when this kind of stuff happens, and you have a hateful group that gets terminated or whatever because of a minority group, they often get more angry about it. They often get madder about it. And it doesn't go anywhere to solve the problem. And by shedding light to everything and making things go out in open air, it can actually help the situation instead of being really quick and deciding, okay, we're going to fire him, maybe giving him that opportunity. So I can't remember where it was that I read that, it doesn't really help because it makes the people that are actually the hateful group more hateful towards that person or those people. So I don't know, what do you guys think of the Curt Schilling fiasco? Let me know down below with a comment. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. If you really like the video and want to see more, hit that subscribe button. Until next time, guys, just like that gaming, signing off. Peace. And check the description below for my Twitter. Yep, boom.